Hey everyone, Coach Louise, and happy Friday. I just wanted to do a quick recording, which I did already and forgot to record it. So I'm re-recording this. Anyway, it's Friday, it's the end of our first week, and there's something I want to introduce that we're going to start on Monday. And it's for everybody, if whether you're doing the Transform 20 or not, which a lot of you are not, there is a tracker that comes with the Transform 20 in the spiral bound, and I want all of us to use it, to complete it. It's each day, and I'm going to go over real quickly what's on there, and I'm going to upload it in the files in our app group here. So let me just share my screen so I can show you that. So here is the PDF of it, which I will upload. So Conquer Your Mind, Transform Your Life. This is a 6-week tracker, but we will start it on Monday and use it for the next 3 weeks and beyond, right? So you can go through and read some of this. Did your measurements, you've uploaded that in the app group. I did create a form, a Google form, which I will put the link here so that you can go in and complete this. It's the same thing as this, but what you do is you'll type in there what your goals are, and you'll submit it to me, and that way I'll have it, because we want to commit. So I want to know what are you committing to transform in the next 3 weeks, in the next 3 months, looking at it like kind of like a 90-day overall goal. What do you want to achieve in your physical goals, your emotional goals, your professional goals, and your personal goals? Just kind of give it a rounded look at where you want to be, and then you sign it, because this is like a contract to you. These are your goals, so you want to commit to taking the action to get there. The Transform 20 I love is broken up, so it's 6 weeks, and it's every 2 weeks there's a different phase or chapter. He calls them chapters. So our first chapter is commit. So the first 2 weeks you're committed to taking the action, to showing up, and overcoming, being back on the step again, and just kind of getting through that progression. The first 2 weeks we're always more excited, right? Especially when we're doing something new. And then the second 2 weeks, so weeks 3 and 4, the chapter is climb, because like starting in week 3, we're lose a little bit of our excitement. Things get more routine, which is good or bad. We're maybe not seeing results fast enough, or we start comparing ourselves to other people, or we're starting to beat ourselves up. And so it's really where you got to climb past that mental block that we get sometimes, and just stay committed to making that change and doing things regardless of whatever your mind is telling you, and just take the action. And then getting past that, that's where when you continue to climb past the things that might be scary, or you're just feeling like insecure about, or inadequate, or not making those results fast enough, is to get through that and just keep climbing through that. And then you get to the last chapter of this group is Transform 20 is weeks 5 and 6, which is conquer. Because if you can climb past that mental struggle that you have typically in weeks 3 and 4, then you can get to where at the end of week 4 you are feeling great, not only physically but mentally, for having climbed through that challenge, climbed through that mental fog, that mental block, and gotten to where now you're feeling great physically, mentally, emotionally. And it's the conquer phase. It's a conquer chapter, which you can realize, I got through that. I can do anything. If I can do that, I can do anything. I'm going to finish this 2 weeks of, if you're doing Transform 20, or I'm going to finish this group, I'm going to finish, our 90 days into spring, I am going to conquer my goals. But here's what I want all of us to be able to have access to, is the tracker pages. So I want us to fill this out. And one thing that's going to happen is it's going to document and journal a lot of different things that are going to help me help you. If you're coming up against a wall, if you're not losing, you hit a plateau, if you feel like your nutrition plan is not solid, if you'll see there's a lot of different things that we track in here, and it'll just help me to look at it and help you to identify where some areas may be causing you to not see some results, or how we can tweak some things. And this is just, you know, the beginning phase of, you have to collect information. You cannot improve what you do not measure. You have to collect information to be able to make those changes, to start seeing the results and the improvement that you want. And if you're not, if you're just going through every day, just going through the motions, just taking it kind of randomly, then it's hard to figure out where you need to make tweaks. So having that information and seeing it and understanding that, okay, this might be causing that, and I can make this change, gives you that power. It empowers you, and it helps you to be more resourceful and create those habits, and also adjust the mindset accordingly to know that it's not, you're not like, because if we don't know this stuff and we don't see where we can make the changes, like really see, tangibly see, we will start self-sabotaging ourselves in our minds. So, so this is going to be super important. I'm excited about this. So I will, again, I'll upload it in the files. I will email it to you actually as well. So it'll be easier for you to access and print out. So you can print this out. Now, if you're doing Transform 20, your workout is already put in here for you. But if you're doing PiYo or 21-Day Fix or Shift Shop, maybe you're doing Clean Week, maybe you're doing a series of different shorter programs, you just write yours in, just scratch that out, write it in. Put in your weight every day. Like in 2B Mindset, we weigh every day. And I know it's different than we are used to before, especially if you haven't gone through the 2B Mindset, that I don't want to weigh, the scale doesn't define me. And no, it doesn't. But it is information. And when you start tracking what you're eating, what we can do is look at like, oh man, I had a 2-pound jump overnight. Then we look at yesterday. What did you eat? Maybe you went out to eat and there was probably a lot more sodium, or maybe you had, you know, lots of fruit and carbs later in the day, and that's just like your body is still trying to process that. So, you know, we're going to pound some water. We're going to make some small adjustments, and just to help you see that. It's not going to be where you have to totally cut things out, but it's how can we adjust what you are eating and when you are eating it to help you see some results. So I would encourage you to weigh every day. So you get up in the morning, you go to the bathroom, you know, you pee. I don't usually poop first thing in the morning. It's after my coffee, but you pee, you get naked, you get on the scale. That's your morning weight, and that's what you want to do. Be consistent in weighing the same every day. Bonus workout, that's if you did, you know, 10-minute abs, or you did in Transform 20, there's weighted workouts, or there's 10-minute ab workouts and booty workouts. And if you do some of those bonus ones, write it down. Transformers for the Transform 20 people. This is just 1-minute little things that you will do within the workout, and you count your reps and you mark these off. And did you, you know, and there on your calendar, you'll put the reps in there, and you'll be able to see your progression of getting better at these things over the course of the 6 weeks. If you're not doing Transform 20, don't worry about this, obviously. I feel this is super important to journal, to document your emotions for each day. Maybe you're tired, you know, maybe you are feeling sad, and you don't even have to have a reason, right? Sometimes we just wake up feeling like we have a mood dip, whatever it is, but put it in there. Maybe you're super excited, maybe you're jazzed, pumped up, put it in there. Because sometimes this will affect, if you look at the correlation between our emotions and our eating, it can happen. Like that day really wasn't a great nutrition day, but yeah, I was feeling down in the dumps. So it's just good to have this information. It's good for me to be able to see this too if I'm working with you to make some adjustments, right? Document what you're eating. And I know if you created a meal plan, great, you have all there. Just write it down and try to be specific. I have 2 pieces of toast, dry toast, 2 eggs scrambled, used a little olive oil, had a blue container of avocado, you know, so write that down. And then if you're doing Portion Fix, you can tally your containers here. There's the 21-day tracker app, which I love because you can just on the fly, you can put your stuff in. You'll be able to check at lunchtime how many containers you have left. It'll be able to tell you, like, what do I have left? If I want a snack, what's that going to leave me for dinner? So then maybe you won't have that snack, or you'll have just like a, you know, one thing versus things that are going to make your dinner less, you know, filling. So it's just information, right? So put that in there. Obviously, you're going to be logging in your Shakeology. So just you can click yes here, maybe what you drank, or if you tried a new recipe, you might say I tried the PB&J, love it, my new fave. If you're using Beachbody Performance stuff, supplements, energize, hydrate, recover, recharge. Recharge is just a sleep protein, a protein you can take that helps you sleep. It helps your body recover at night. So you can put those on. Water, how much you're drinking, document that if you had coffee or tea. Laughed, how much did you laugh? So this is important. Laugh helps us de-stress. We want to make sure that we're playing. I actually have it on my vision board right here, to laugh more. And it's because there are so many benefits of laughter. So we want to look at, the whole body, the whole person when we're looking at our progress and our results. How much did you sleep or not sleep? And then also here's a great, this box I like. Did you have a challenge that day? Maybe you got some bad news. Maybe you're stressed out at work. Maybe your kids are, getting into trouble or whatever. And that's going to affect you overall, right? And so just put that in there, and you're writing that. I love that they're called chapters in the Transform 20. See down here, chapter, because you are writing your story here. You are writing your story. So if you had some challenges and maybe you just didn't get enough sleep or whatever it is, and then there's not a lot of room. So if you need more room, I would highly encourage you to get, excuse me, a journal to, be able to like dump that out on paper. And then how did you conquer them? I called my best friend. I reached out to my coach. I shared in the group and got some great feedback. I went for a walk. I meditated, whatever, how you conquered it, because this is going to help you identify, when I'm feeling like this is what helped me. And when you look back on this, you're going to be like, this is where we get to that conquer. It's like, oh my gosh, I walked through all that, and look at me now. I am unstoppable. And that's where we want to get to. And then you have your Shawmformations, which are just, motivational quotes, things that you can say to yourself just to keep you moving forward. So I'm going to upload this into our group, and I will email it to everyone. This is going to be, I may do some posts where I might say, screenshot me your tracker from yesterday. And if you're comfortable doing that, great. Or you can send it to me on a private message, or email it to me. If you're kind of like coming up against a wall and you're like, I just really need some help, can you look at my tracker? And we could even get on a Zoom like this, and you can show me your tracker for the last week, and we can go through it together and learn. So this is where I want to empower you to be able to do this. Like, I'm your cheerleader. I'm here forever for you. But I want you to be able to look at these things and say, oh yeah, this is how I can make this adjustment, so that it empowers you to be more independent and to just know. And it's really this mindset that we're creating, very strong mindset, is going to help you make those choices, especially when you're having a bad day, when you're having some challenges. It's like, I know what to do here. And you could even, obviously I'm still a fan of sharing what you're going through, sharing how you're overcoming it, sharing the lessons that you've learned, the victories that you've made, so that others that may be going through it and haven't gotten to that place yet, they're coming up against some similar struggles. We're going to help each other do that. But again, I want to put this out there, whether you're doing Transform 20 or not, to better for me to help you. I love that we have this tracker. I think it is well put together, and I think it's going to be such an amazing, useful tool for you and for me as your coach. And so I hope you embrace it. It's my new, my thing for right now. Embrace your goals. We usually say crush your goals, but you know what? I want you to crush your excuses, crush those limiting beliefs, and I want you to embrace your goals that you're gonna fill out on that link, that Google form sheet that I'm gonna also send you, and so that we have it. Embrace your goals. You got this. We will commit to them. We will climb through the harder times, and we will come on the other side and conquer, right? So we will conquer. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. Don't forget to put in some meal planning, meal prep time. And if you need help with that, please, please, please reach out to me. If you need help meal planning, our nutrition is so important. Not just calories in, calories out. It's what are you eating? When are you eating it? And again, this tracker is going to help me to help you with that. But if you need help this weekend getting yourself set up for the coming week, definitely reach out to me. Nutrition, I am just like, that is deep in my core of what I want to help people improve on and change, because what we eat, food harms, food heals. I want to make sure you are healing your body and providing it food that serves it and serves you, serves your goals. All right, everybody, love ya. Chat with you soon.